How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Steve Nyanumba, and welcome back to Tech Chess. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been doing this application for a little bit over 2 weeks now, or a little bit over a week now, and we've really progressed much faster and much stronger than most people would have expected us to reach. It's been 10 episodes. This is episode number 10, and this is the the breaking point of where it is that we just need to cover up like what it is that we have done so far, and just to give you a feel or give you a scope of where it is that we need to sort out in terms of what we've done in this application. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what it is that we need to craft out within this application. So what I'm going to do is after this particular episode, we're going to do another episode designing the dashboard afresh from Figma. And from designing the dashboard afresh from Figma, we'll be able to gauge what it is that we want to get as values, as summary values from the system itself. And that being said, let's just begin and see what it is that we've been able to do. So the basics. Plot number one, the basics, is just the customers and the suppliers. That was the first thing that we put into the system, the customers and the suppliers. So the customers and the suppliers are the major focal points of the system, where these guys are the ones that we base our values on. So we'll come and buy stuff from the suppliers. We know what the suppliers are going to offer, and then we come and sell to the customers because we know what the customers want based on their orders and all that stuff. What we'd want to do is, on the supplier side of things, we probably want to declare that this supplier will be able to supply a certain type of commodities, so that once we're able to come in here and select purchases, or when we decide on what purchases we're going to make, we can be able to list them down in terms of which supplier is able to supply and what exactly. Now, once we go back to our dashboard in this situation, we'll be able to plot out, let's say, for example, total number of products, total number of customers, total number of suppliers, total inventory value that is currently available, things like that. Yeah. Once we go to the side for inventory management in itself, we have measurement units, which literally just talks about the measurements of different items. We have mass, we have volume, which are unit types. So we'll also add another unit type column that is probably at the top of these options over here. We'll have unit types. We'll also have we already have new units of measurement that we'll be adding. So unit types, they're supposed to be three. They're supposed to be volume, mass, and countables, right? Countables in the sense that if we're buying an item, regardless of let's say, for example, how you measure it, if you're selling as per mass, you sell as per mass. If you're selling as per item, you sell as per item. Countables exist singular, pairs, quads, however it is that you want to, label it, so that you can be able to distinguish, or you actually give a full-on description to your customers what it is that you're actually offering as a commodity. Then you go to brands. Brands is just plain and simple. You just put the logo, put the name. It's just pretty much just like payment methods. You put the name and you put the logo, and that's it. Then you also have to attach it to the products, the products themselves. Because once you create a product, you're going to create a product with a brand. It's supposed to be branded. Yeah, like this one, let's say I gave this example of these two products right here. Let me just zoom in. Let me focus on my camera right now first. I don't think, what? Oh, yeah. So we have this product over here. This is the quill. This is Pelican. This is a Pelican ink. This is black Pelican ink. And this over here is blue quill ink, right? So the products themselves, they have different logos, different brands. They also have different descriptions. One is black, one is blue, and so on and so forth. So you'll give different product categories. You'll point out one is blue, you'll point out another one is black. You don't really need to point out those various options as belonging to one product description. You give different product descriptions even though they're the same product. And yeah, that's how you'll be able to differentiate. Okay, you've bought a blue, you've bought a black, and so on and so forth. I've tried to record this video 5 times over now. I've tried to record this video 5 times over. I don't know, like, really what it is that I have to do in order to get this video right. Right now, it's already 2:35 a.m. and we're going to get this right today. Okay, so I've already shown you the quill, fountain, pen, ink, and all that stuff from where I have cut it off from the previous part. So now we're going to continue with talking about now, product categories and how we've done this. The product categories are literally just, electronics, ink, cups, medicine, things like that. All we just need to do to create them is put a new category, we put a new title over here, medicine, and save it, and then we have a new product category down here. That's it. There's no item that has been attached to it, so I can freely delete this. Successfully deleted a product category. It's not actually refreshed this, so I don't even understand why it's not rendering something new. But that's something to do with when we come back to Livewire and we go to product categories, we go to the index, and this delete function over here, this done, successfully deleted a product category. Ideally, if you're supposed to do a protected listener, it's supposed to listen to that done, and then it's supposed to render again the table. Okay, so now in this situation, that's literally what we're supposed to be doing. So I'll come in here and do that again. We'll create a new product category. We'll call it medicine. And we'll save it, and we'll have it here, down here. I'll come in here, delete it. We've deleted it and it's gone. Okay, successfully deleted a product category and it's done. Now, if I come in here and try to delete this hotel security systems, are you sure you want to delete this product category? I'll say okay. And now it will tell me integrity constraint violation, cannot delete or update a parent row. A foreign key constraint fails. You see that? So it's supposed to actually check for me. Yeah, when I delete this, it's supposed to actually check for me. Like before you delete, are you going to check for me if this product category is already attached to other products descriptions? So I'm going to come in here and say cat is equal to product category find ID. Then I'm going to hold the delete for now, and then I'm going to come and say if, then I come and say cat product categories or product descriptions, right? Then I'll say this emit done, just like this one, but this time I'll throw a warning, and then you can say you can't delete, you cannot delete a parent row of a product description. You cannot delete a category that has product descriptions attached. And then yeah, that's it. After that we just return. After returning, that's when the function ends there. So now in the situation where that if statement is not done, I'll just come and do cat, delete, and we save it. So that's how we go about it, right? So it's refreshed. I'm going to come in here and try and delete this one, and then it's going to tell me you cannot delete a category that has product descriptions attached. If I come in here and create a new one, let's do medicine again, and I'll save. Okay, I'll come in here, I'll say, are you sure you want to delete this product category? And they'll say okay. Well, cat product descriptions, This one should be like this. Or let's do count. Is greater than 0. Let's actually do it like that. So I don't know if that's the right method, the way I've called it. So I'll do this. I'll come in here and do that, and it will tell me you cannot delete a category that has product descriptions attached. But now for medicine, successfully deleted a category, a product category. So that's it. That's how you go about it. I'm just going to format it and save it and close it. So that one is done for product categories. If you go to products, we'll view the products list. The products list is listed like this. Now I did something inside the UI that was talking about number of units. Before it was number of units, now it's number of units available. The reason why I've done that is because if I come to product descriptions and I go to index in the UI, I'll come in here and say count description, and then product items, right? That's the situation that we are in right now. But you see, the reason why I did number of units available and then I did description available items is because you might find that this room service menu from Bosco ports, and then the description is over here, unit size, all that. You'll find that all the items that were listed over here were all sold. And I'll click on the list and you can see the status is all sold. So that's the new update I've done for the products list. If we wanted to create a new product, of course we can create a new product description, and it will start with stock being 0 at all times. Deleting, I've not done anything to do with the editing of the delete functions over here, so it's a bit of a stretch. So that's pretty much it for the delete function. The delete function should actually have something that checks if this is parent row. Since it's a parent row, is it attached to any product items, so that we can delete it finally. If we, and that's essentially what should be happening. So if I come to product descriptions index, I have to check this delete. You see this has to be changed again. Okay, so I'll come and do the same thing that I did with the product categories index, and I'll just come in here, I'll copy this, I'll go to the product descriptions index, I'll come and paste it underneath, and instead of product category, I'll just do product description. And then I will stop this one from running. Then you can see cut, and this one should be product items. Product items count is greater than 0. You cannot delete a product description. That has items attached. And that's it. That's literally how we go about it. I'll just call it DSC now. DESC. And that's it. And then, of course, now in the situation where this needs to run, I'll just come and call DESC delete. I'll call DSC delete, and then we'll run this done. And that's it. That's pretty much it. So I'm not about to test like this items, because I mean it's all good for now. It seems like it's running very well. We go to the payment methods. The purchases and sales, we did them the last time. We saw how they worked. The only problem that I have right now is, like, say for example, if I'm making a sale, I can only make a sale of items that are in the stock, are in stock. But let's say, for example, if I come in here and do, I select a product that has, of course, I've already disabled the ones that have no stock. But if I'm talking about the ones that already have stock, like say one available, like this luggage rack, for example, I should only be able to add one, which is literally the case. I can go below 0, of course. Then the price, of course, should be anything like from here, from this standpoint. I'm going to do 615, no 615. And if I add to the list, that's fine. Luggage rack 1 is already here. Now, the problem with this is that if I come back to check this luggage rack again, which is the same as this one, I can still add 1, right? If I add that 1, I have to add, with the same price, I can still add to list. And look at that. Luggage rack quantity is 2. But I only have 1 available in the system. So that's something that also needs to be rectified, which is, it's still a problem. But, in the hopes of not running this up to the ground by running things maliciously, I will only sell what it is that I have. But now, since we're going to make this an actual startup, I have to sell it, or I have to make it so robust to the point where someone can't do these things, right? And then last but not least, we're going to deal with the payment methods, which is literally very simple stuff. Yeah, like I was saying, this is the 5th time I was recording this video, and the last time I recorded it, it was on this screen right here. And I felt so dumb after I looked, like I was doing it for quite some time. Then I looked back over here and I was like, okay, I finished the video, but they weren't even actually seeing the code. So that's why when you saw that a particular section cut like this, I've come back to this. So now I have to also demonstrate the payment methods. It's already finished. The functionality is done. It's just a matter of inserting, like in this create function over here, we have rules, which is the method title and the logo. Whereas if we set the logo in a situation, it's nullable, of course, but if we set the logo, then we have to store the logo path, and we also have to store the logo somewhere. If we look in our public, then we look at payment method logos, you can see this M-Pesa.png. This function over here is the reason for this M-Pesa.png. If I came in here and decided to delete this M-Pesa function, I can't delete it, of course, because this paid in is 1. You say you can't delete payment method that has already been used for purchases and or sales. So that's how the system works. So if I come in here and look at my model for the payment method, this is why it's not being able to do all that. So I'll come in here and return null again. And this is very temporary, of course. This one is supposed to be dynamic on dependence of the sales and purchase payments. I'll come in here, I'll come and refresh this, and then I'll come in here and delete this. So if I come in here and it asks, are you sure you'd like to delete this payment method? And I'll say, okay, it's deleted it. And in the process of also deleting it, I'll have to come to public, and you'll see payment method logos. The M-Pesa.png has also been deleted. So that's the function. The function that has been running that is this one for the delete inside Livewire. We'll go to payment methods, and then we'll go to index. So this delete function is what's been running it. So essentially what we did the previous time, like let's say that cat or DESC, is the same thing we did with method. Method is equal to payment method find ID, and then we're now checking if the method has purchase payments or the method has sales payments, then we have to emit that this thing is done. Then warning, you can't delete a payment method that has already been used for purchases and or sales, and then we return. Then we'll say if method logo path, if the method has a logo path, yeah. So if this check has already been passed, then we move to this next one. If the method has a logo path, then we unlink the method logo path. This is what happens. Unlink is like a delete function for files. Unlink method logo path is going to look for the path where we stored the particular payment method logo and delete it. And then we delete the method altogether, and then we say this emit done, successfully deleted that payment method. and that's how we operate. And yeah, that's pretty much the update of how we were going about it. That's the breaking. That's where we break off from. The inventory app will definitely continue live on Sunday night. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's just continue staying tuned. It's Sunday morning, 2:50 a.m. Let's just continue staying tuned, guys. This video I will upload it before dawn. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you guys in the next one. Please, 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 please hit that subscribe button, toss me a like for this video, and of course, as always, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you guys in the next game of chess. Let's play, and until then, take care of yourselves, and may the Lord bless you.